right, the last tool we're going to be talking about is called Wikispaces. So there's Wikispaces and Wikispaces Classroom, some people call it. And all it is a way for you and your students, or really any organization or group, to collaborate and work on something like a knowledge base, or basically a living document, kind of like Wikipedia. So when you go to the site, you can see that you can join. You can say you're a teacher or a student. And if you say you're a teacher, you can create your own wikis, we'll call them. And if you're a student, you can join in on your classroom wikis and all that kind of good stuff. So it's a really popular tool. They say they have more than 10 million teachers and students have used it, which is pretty awesome and impressive. But it's more than just Wikipedia. It's more than just writing a couple things down and saying, hey, make sure to edit that. It really provides actual tools, so you can see who is reading what, who has read what, who has done assignments that you've done, who is, added events to your school calendar, all that kind of stuff. You can even have pretty elaborate discussions with threaded replies and all kinds of cool stuff. So enough about the selling point. What does it actually look like? Let's just close out of this. And here's a little wiki that I set up for you. As you can see, it's pretty basic right now. And this is simply called Home. But let's say we want to make this a much nicer homepage. We want it to be all about our classroom. All you have to do is click the old Edit button, and it shows you exactly what it looks like. So you can say, welcome to Modern Lessons. And let's say we went through and edited a bunch of stuff. You can add in links. You can just type in link right here, and that will add it all in. You can just choose whatever you want. Pretty easy. You can also upload images through the file uploader right here, so you can just click load right there, and that'll plop it in for you. So you may want to format some images ahead of time before doing that. A really fun thing is the ability to add in widgets, and I'd say this is really where Wikispaces shines. So the widgets run the gamut from letting you show videos from places like TeacherTube or YouTube, which are really handy, to running polls, to even embedding maps and slideshows, RSS feeds from your favorite sites. There's a ton of stuff you can do. So I'm not going to run through each individual one, but just to give you an idea of how it works, you can throw in a table of contents right there, and you can say embed table of contents. And now you see over here on the right, it'll have a table of contents. So it's really as simple and straightforward as that. You can preview it and check it out ahead of time. But really, let's say you want to not worry too much about the technical side of using a web tool. That's where Wikispaces shines. So you can edit just about anything by just clicking the edit button. You can insert widgets and make this a really powerful site. You can add pages and multiple files right over here. All I did was click on pages and files. You can hit new page or upload files. Pretty straightforward, right? And I'll show you what the new page adder, whatever you want to call it, looks like. You just hit new page. You can type in sample page, and we'll just hit create, and you'll see it pop in right here over on the left after we type in some text, so we can populate that page. And there we go. All right, so now you can see that we have a sample page as well. So we have our home page, a little test page I made, and a sample page. And it'll even tell you when it's edited and updated, which is really cool. So the beauty of Wikispaces is also that you can, as I said, use it with your entire classroom or entire school or district, and people can apply to become members. So if they clicked on the homepage that they're a student, they can ask to join this. If you want to invite people as the teacher, you can just hit invite people, and you can add in their usernames and email addresses, and it'll send them a dynamic link that they can click. Pretty straightforward. You can also assign projects, so for project-based learning, which is pretty awesome. The project can be anything, so we'll just say do homework, and you can assign people to do that project, which is really fun. So you can add in entire teams, which are kind of small groups of people within the entire membership role, or you can add them in right here on the right. So we'll just hit members again, and you can see that we only have me so far. I'd say the last two things are events right now, and you can make this your school or classroom calendar. You can even make all your assignments due via this so people know where to go. And this is a lot more powerful than a Google Calendar, I would say, because you can add in the new event but you can also change who can see it and all that kind of stuff. And you can add it to different calendars. So what you could do is create separate calendars for each group that you have within your Wikispace, and then people can, in that group, can assign themselves work. So they can make sure they get the broader project done, but they can do it on a really granular level. So really powerful stuff. Finally, we're just going to check out the assessment tool, which is pretty handy. I like this little chart that they have here, and it'll tell you the activity level of the various people. So right now I'm the only person in this group because this is a demo, but you can see that over the last 30 minutes I have saved a couple pages, well, 3 pages. I've been reading stuff over here, and I even wrote a little bit during this period of time. And you can stretch that out, obviously, to longer periods once it starts going a little longer. But it shows you when I didn't have any activity. This is probably when I was recording it. And now you can see I'm a lot more active now, starting to become less active, so I better hurry up and click on some stuff. I want to make sure the teacher thinks I'm working hard. Anyway, that's about it for Wikispaces. You can do a lot of stuff and make it your entire classroom website, or just use it as an add-on and use a lot of those powerful widgets. However you use it, be sure to check it out, and it's free and worth trying. Enjoy!